now we raining. I ain't rummin' solo, I'm rummin' with Paul Heyman. Every move calculated, ain't no hesitation. And we stacking up opponents like a blunt rotation. Better shut your mouth when it's time for me to speak. Peter Orr will be live, moving like the tribal chief. We a new head of the table, and we about ready to feast. We them ones that you need, like a heart need a beat. That the wise need an uncle, that five knuckles need a shuffle. Better roll one up, we turn on me for rumbles.
Oh, yeet. Where's Dave?
Yeet.
I think they say he outside, so he ain't a listener. Well, they
Yeah,
show he a listener on my screen at least. But yeah, it was a party. You feel me? It was a yeet party.
for sure. For sure it
And
was.
they ran it back.
I got up. I said, fuck it. I'm eating, bro. Let's go, bro. It's time. My boy got the title. It's lit.
No. You're not
I
allowed
don't
to
give a
eat.
fuck what you say. I'm eating, nigga. I'm happy. I
No
told
eating
y'all
for
that
you.
that video package made me, happy for that boy. Now, like I said, I still stand on it. I do not like the fact that Gunther tapped out in five
Well, let me ask
seconds.
you a question. Let me
I
ask you a
don't like
question.
it.
Let me ask you a question.
No, I don't want to answer.
The video package is of things you already saw happen already.
Agreed.
Right,
So why do they need to show you everything again for you to be sold?
Because I wasn't sold
right.
after the match. Like I said. Like
God bless you,
I was
brother.
sold on Jay Uso becoming a champion 100%. I was not sold on him beating Gunther. That's all it was. That's literally it. Stop doing this. Stop. I love Jay
No,
Uso.
no,
Stop
stop
making
doing that.
making me
Everything
seem
that
like I'm a
happened
Jay
was
Uso hater.
perfect. Everything that happened was perfect. Even down to Gunther tapping, it was perfect.
I don't agree. We can agree to disagree on that. I do not agree at all. But Gunther came
But
out and redeemed himself. So I'm cool with that.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
But why would you doubt that he was going to
There
be
was
able
no
to?
doubt in my mind that he would be able to do
Man,
anything
that
like
man
that.
went out there and picked
bro,
on two
bro,
old dudes,
bro.
man.
What did I say?
Hold on, bro. You were saying Gunther is nerfed.
Yeah, I still think he's nerfed.
Yo, there's a difference between being nerf and having a draw. I'm tired of this drawback analogy I keep saying, bro.
Nerf.
Everybody needs one. His rating didn't go down. He just now has a stigma to him.
And if anything, it went up.
No, it didn't.
No, time out. Because what you saw, he put Michael Cole in the headlock, bro. That's crash it out, bro.
So that's
I
great heel
don't
work.
want to see. If I'm in the ring, I don't want to see a Gunther that's ready to crash out,
That's
bro.
just great heel work. Gunther is not seeing that title for a while. I'll let you
What?
know that.
Bro, just because they
No,
don't have the title, don't make them less of what they already are.
I did not say that. I said he's nerfed
that's
in
not
power
going down.
ranking levels. Power
He,
He's
ranking,
not. I,
power ranking. He's nerfed to me. I will say
he's not.
I'm standing on it. I 100% believe that his power ranking got nerfed. He's not capable of beating a Cody Rhodes, a Roman Reigns, a CM Punk, not even no Seth Rollins. I don't think he would never. He will beat
All
them,
right. That's
especially like
if
come
that's
on.
what you think. If that's what you
I
think.
don't think you believe that, bro.
I don't think he'll beat them. Maybe a
Okay.
couple years from now, but like if you were to put him in the match with Roman Reigns tomorrow, of course he's not winning that.
Right.
Now, if
He
he would
won't be
have
in a
beat
match with
Jay,
Roman Reigns tomorrow.
it's a different type of
He will not be
situation.
in a match with Roman Reigns
Of
tomorrow.
course he won't. But
Right?
I'm just
Wrong.
that's hypothetically.
This
By the
this
time
the
that
man
he's in the
who's
match with Roman Reigns, it would make sense for him to win.
hold on. This man has already beaten Randy Orton. He's went toe to toe with Cody Rhodes. He's
Agreed.
beaten
And Cody
CM
Rhodes
Punk on
beat him
live
with a
events.
surprise roll up, bro.
Agreed.
So there's no
I don't think he will do it again. Not even Randy Orton. I don't even think he'll beat a Randy Orton. Say Randy Orton win that
all
title
right, bro.
off of John Cena and he were to go after Randy Orton, Randy Orton's beating him.
I'm not gonna try to convince you, bro. You just gotta wait. You gotta watch. You gotta keep
I'm
watching.
I'm I'm sold
We
on
gonna let him.
Gunther. I love Gunther. I think what he did to fucking Michael Cole and Pat McAfee was amazing. I think it's great heel work. But you cannot sell me on him beating them right now until I'm honestly get his title back. Unless
Here's the thing: it's not. There's no point in trying to sell you for him to beat Roman Reigns. He's not in a feud with Roman Reigns. He's not in a feud with
I'm
Seth
talking
Rollins. He's not in
about
a feud
power
with
ranking, bro. Like I
anybody.
said,
But
regardless of the situation,
here's the thing:
I
by the
rank on
time
power ranks.
again, by the time that they put those feuds on the TV as a potential match, they will have planted the seeds where it's gonna be clear as day that Gunther has a possibility of being any. No, they shouldn't even have to convince you of that. Number one, you're
Right.
crazy. But by the time that a possibility of that match coming up, you're gonna see Gunther be able to win at any point against anybody. Like
When do you see a match like that eventually happening?
I'm not looking to book
I
that.
am. I want to see a Roman Reigns and Gunther. I want to see a CM Punk and Gunther. What are we talking about here? You don't want to see that? You don't? You're not looking to book that or looking for the future of like when that could possibly
I'm
happen?
looking at Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. That's what I'm looking at right now.
That's cool. You can look at that, but I'm asking you a question about something else in the future.
Anyways, back to Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jay Uso. I'm proud of you, my boy.
Are you?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, you sound like you're just trying to say it,
I mean, like after
like
we
you're
just
trying
came
to
out
force
of a
yourself to
talk
say
like
it.
that, would you want me to be flip the switch? Fuck y'all.
You want to be down so bad, bro. You not valid over here, bro.
Look, bro, I don't give a fuck. Um, Sami Zayn comes out, bro. Sami Zayn comes out and he he's teasing something, bro. You know what I seen, y'all?
No, bro, no bullshit. Everyone in my other group chat, they were holding their breath. They're like, "Nah, bro, I don't trust it."
Yeah,
As soon as Sammy got down after yeeting with Jey Uso, I was like, "There's no fucking way he didn't." I was like, "All right." And then Jimmy comes out, and they all three of them together. I was like, "Is he about to attack Jimmy?" Like,
I didn't
it
want
was a
him to
lot
do
of
it. I
that.
was I was saying to myself, I'm like, please don't do it. Please don't do it.
I
But you know
think.
what I seen?
Oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead and say what you say, because I'm kind of go ahead. Go ahead.
So I think we're gonna figure out later in the story. Maybe Sammy would have attacked Jay if Jimmy never showed up. Maybe he was trying to line him up,
No,
and then it's like, oh shit, his brother said, "Nah, hey, we're Uzi, we're Uzi." You remember? Like, but like he looking at that title, and he's like, "Damn, you were able to do what I couldn't."
Mm-hmm.
I've
yeah,
been,
he was definitely looking at
I've,
that title like a
I've been here
motherfucker.
for you this entire time, and I've been supporting you when you first came back to Raw and everything like that. And now you're on top of the mountain. And
You know what's
what happened to
crazy
me?
about this?
Where were you at when Kevin Owens was beating my ass?
You know what's crazy about this? There's a story with that too, because of as soon as Sammy lost the title to Braun Breaker, who beat Braun Breaker?
Jay, I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you that yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you, boy.
Jay then Dominic Mysterio. But no,
Damn, this was
he
the
could
this was the
definitely
plan
be
all along.
upset because he couldn't beat Gunther. And Gunther, when he challenged Gunther, he did not beat him. And now he sees the title that he really wants. Sami Zayn wants to be world champion. That's the story they want to
That's his
play.
dream.
He's gonna come at it first, like, "Hey, what about a little friendly competition, me and you for the world title?" And then somebody gonna come out and be like, "Nah, Sammy, just come back," like some heel or whatever, and Sammy's gonna beat them,
Carrying
become
Cross, he's not
number one
done with Sammy.
contender.
Carrying Cross
Ah,
was literally
hold on. Speaking of Cross, like his promo with AJ, uh, AJ had told him go do something about it yourself. I don't know what he was talking about. I don't know if he was talking about Logan Paul or whatever, but he was like, and then Cross said, "Maybe I will." So
wait. I don't want to go into that yet because I want to talk about that separately. Back to this situation though with Sami Zayn. Like I said, I do think that like Karrion Cross would be the perfect person to throw into that situation since he was already doing this. He was already talking to fucking Sami Zayn trying to convince him to turn heel. So why not just throw him back into that picture? But then like he'll be dealing with the AJ Styles and all that at the same time, and Logan Paul
So
possibly.
maybe
I don't
all
know.
three of them get into the mix. Who knows?
Maybe. Yo, what if Sammy's the third member?
For who? Oh
I don't
fuck
like it.
no. Fuck,
I
What?
don't like it.
Why not?
bro. Sami Zayn and
Nah.
Paul Heyman damn sure don't like each other.
What?
Now, hold on. I know Paul Heyman. I know that name. You know what I'm saying? That nigga like a promoter or something.
Now here you go. Paul Heyman and Sami Zayn. What? They were cool at a point.
No, they weren't, bro. Paul Heyman never liked Sami Zayn the whole time he was in the bloodline.
Really? Am I missing something?
Yeah, because when you thought Jay had like a problem with him in the beginning, Paul Heyman was quick to say, "Oh yeah, fuck Sami Zayn."
I
At
don't,
least Jay was like, "Damn, Sammy for real." But now Paul Heyman's like, "Oh yeah, fuck that guy."
what you said because Sami Zayn and Paul Heyman are not close? Nigga, you said that about Seth Rollins.
Yeah, until the week prior
But
Nigga,
then,
when
you be
Seth
so
Rollins didn't
quick
pull
to
the
say
trigger.
no to everything.
Yeah, that is true. But I'm saying no, so that should mean something to
You said no to John Cena turning
you.
heel.
Hey, but we talk about Seth Rollins and what's going on.
Why not throw
Yeah,
Sami
it should
Zayn in the
happen, bro.
mix? Which makes it more crazy is Sami Zayn and Paul Heyman were the people that went up to Seth Rollins for help.
Nah, bro. Because if somebody from this stable is going after Jay Uso, and I'm sorry, Jay Uso, Seth Rollins is
Exactly,
coming, bro.
Sammy. Right, Seth is not gonna let Sammy go after
We're
his
not
title.
having somebody else join the stable and somebody
I think
else
Seth.
get the world title.
I think Seth. Well, first of
Like,
all, Seth is going for Cody. Seth is going for if he's not going for Cena's title, he will be going for Braun's title. I mean, Braun's title, Jay's title. But my
Yeah,
problem
that's
is,
what we're saying.
I think they want Braun Breaker to go after that title.
Not yet.
before, yeah, eventually. But this is Seth Rollins getting back to the top of the mountain, bro.
You don't put Seth Rollins in.
And, and, and we're
You
not
don't make
skipping
Braun.
steps.
You don't make Braun Breaker the under guy in this faction. I
Well,
don't
you
think you want to
do.
do that.
You do.
He's not the under guy, but he is the younger guy that this is the and it's
This is the
crazy. I just
start.
found out Batista's older than Triple H. Mind blown. But anyways, he's the younger guy, but he will eventually get the world title. Right now, this is about Seth after Seth Rollins is done with CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
Right now,
Seth Rollins gotta go get
I
that
think
world
It's
title.
right
like
now is the
it's like
perfect
when
opportunity to put Braun Breaker in that situation. We literally
not
just
yet.
had him drop the title.
Right.
You could have did this when he had the title.
But the thing is, you need him to be built up in the main event scene before you just
Huh?
throw him into the wolves.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And this may not happen for years, so keep this recorded. Are we live?
We live.
When Braun Breaker gets his first world title, it's gonna be Seth Rollins that he pins. You
I could
heard?
see that, but my thing is they wouldn't make this faction just to have them feud with each other. Like, what's the point of having
I
them
mean,
go
we've
after
had
one
that
title?
so many times. So
It's the way that the system works, bro. If you watch
yeah,
wrestling, you've been watching wrestling
every
this whole
single
time.
faction had one member take the title off another member.
No, but that's not the problem. That's only when you're trying to in a sense
But this
build
is
up a
this.
faction. These are people that's already
But
been here that didn't even need to be built up.
Right.
I can
Well, that's
understand if
what.
you're
But
doing this
this
for
is why.
first of
Carmelo,
all,
or
you cannot say that so much about Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker's already
he's
a star.
already a
Don't
star.
get me
Right.
wrong.
There's
But
no point to doing it.
But
he's only been
him,
on the main roster
wait,
for a
wait, wait.
year. He hasn't really. He just got out
So
Exactly.
his first
what are you gonna do
Continental
with Braun
picture.
Breaker for the time being? You're about to have him fight.
He's gonna beat
He's
him
gonna
up
be
right?
though.
That
feuding. No,
he's
fuck
a
no, I'm not with
strong
that.
arm.
I'm not with that. I'm not with him.
He's gonna be
I'm not with
feuding
him
with.
dropping his title just to be somebody's bodyguard.
No, he's
No,
not a bodyguard.
no.
First of all,
And
it's not
you're
about
That's
being
a
a bodyguard.
bodyguard, bro.
It's not about
You're
being a
gonna have him
bodyguard.
as the enforcer.
no, bro. He's in now in a different company, bro. He's in the upper echelon around like Seth
Right.
Rollins, Paul Heyman.
He's
No,
in
Like
a
what the
feud
hell?
with
Bro, he
Roman
upstairs.
Reigns.
He ain't never seen this
He's in a feud with
before,
Roman
bro.
Reigns and CM Punk.
okay,
What
we
you
can have
talking
that feud.
about?
I'm talking about after this feud.
You just gotta be
IC belt
patient,
and now talk to some legends.
bro.
What are we
Hold up,
talking
wait.
about?
After you just gotta be patient. Stop trying to jump the gun already. Be patient.
No, nigga, that's what I don't know why y'all keep on saying that to me. I'm gonna always jump the gun. Stop saying it. I'm jumping all the fucking
Because
time.
we say that to you because you tend to ruin the stuff that's happening now with your crazy
Right.
predictions of trying to figure out what's happening 4 months from now or the next
All this
WrestleMania.
started.
You
All
gotta
this.
appreciate what's happening right
All
now.
this started when Solo didn't get the push he thought he was going to get.
Facts.
This is when
No,
all
it
of this
didn't. It
started.
started
Yes,
when
it did.
fucking Cody Rhodes beat Roman. This is when it started. That's why I started this podcast to fucking give my crazy opinions that I think should happen. I think 100% that Sami Zayn would be the perfect character. Fuck that. Fuck Sami Zayn. Fuck Sami Zayn. I just don't understand why Braun Breaker would drop his title just to go in this situation when he
Then you
could
don't understand
literally have his
business.
title and
Then
still
then
keep on
you
Understand,
doing it.
bro.
you
The
don't
business of
understand
being
business.
a Paul Heyman guy under Seth Rollins, feuding with Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Like this guy's startup, he just upped a scale. Like he's in a different
You
division now. He's not.
Yo, if he
here it
can,
is.
if you don't understand that,
I
then
understand that. I
that says more
completely
about
understand
you
Then why'd you
than.
just make that statement?
because the whole entire situation of this situation happening is just so Seth can be the number one guy because that's exactly what Paul Heyman said. Did
No
he not?
shit.
But when Seth, what did I just tell you? Once Seth becomes the number one guy, first of all, he already is. Let's just establish that now. But once it's like right there in your face from him holding a title, you know who's right behind him.
Braun Breaker.
Agreed. I'm not with
You
Braun
don't see
Breaker
this.
waiting to
Bro,
grab the title.
but
I'm
here's the thing.
Braun Breaker
Look at
is beyond ready to be
hold
feuding
up,
in that title picture.
It's not about him being ready. Every this 30 people ready to be world champion right now.
Agreed.
Don't mean you just give it to him because you feel like
No,
everybody's
he
ready,
can
bro.
be
You
in
don't
the
know.
picture feuding with it. He can
yeah,
go
but
against
you
Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Let him do that first, regardless, 100%. Then
For
he
what
goes into his
reason?
situation with unless we snapping our fingers and this shit is ending by WrestleMania and we won't have those two Paul Heyman guys together like that. Because when I'm seeing this faction, I'm seeing this faction as something that's literally the new era. This is bringing in something brand new and it's going to last. I don't see this shit dropping
It,
at WrestleMania because you don't.
it
we
doesn't
didn't
have to
say
drop
top
at
the
bro. It
WrestleMania.
don't have
Can
to
I
drop
finish
at
what I'm saying
WrestleMania.
before you go? Because I'm saying that I see Seth holding this title or grabbing a title or getting something of notoriety before WrestleMania.
Okay.
I see that. Now, I'm not having Braun Breaker drop his title and be titleless for a whole entire year. I'm not. What? Are we? What? Y'all cool with that?
I'm more than cool with it. I ain't.
You're
I'm
Yes,
not
not cool with
willing
that.
to have
You're
Braun.
not. You're
bro.
not. I'm not arguing with you over
Here's the
something you're
thing.
not trying to hear.
I'm not cool with
We
that.
we don't need him to be
Like
Intercontinental Champion while in this picture because you want this stable of
Yo,
whoever they are to be looking unstoppable. Like they are like they're they're it. You know what I mean? Because if he's an Intercontinental Champion and you have an Intercontinental Championship division that's lacking right now because they don't have a champion for real, that's bad. That's bad for business.
like, bro,
Now
look at
you
where.
have
Look. My bad, Gary. My bad,
so
Gary. Go ahead.
now you have Braun Breaker in this upper echelon with Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Paul Heyman, that he can not be a bodyguard per se, but he is like,
He will be.
bro,
Listen,
he's more of a main
listen,
player.
listen, bro. Like, there's separation. You feel me? Like the Royal Rumble is the perfect analogy for this, right? When Roman Reigns came across Dom Mysterio, he beat the hell out of him, smacked him up, was embarrassing him, and all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Braun Breaker actually got a hit off on Roman before getting eliminated by Roman, right?
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yeah, I
So,
remember.
So my point in saying this, one of them now is your champion, is an IC champion. That's Dom. The other
Hmm.
one is now feuding with Roman. That's Braun.
So you're saying that story was foretold within the strikes of the Royal Rumble?
I'm
No,
not.
he
I
just he
mean,
just he just
no,
saying
no,
like
no, no.
the
That's not what I'm
how
saying,
it
bro.
looks.
Yeah.
How
Look at the difference in where you feel me, like where they're both at right now in the company, and they were just in a match for the title. Braun is supposed to be above Dom, and Dom is a champion right now. So where's Dom going to go? He was going to hit a ceiling with his talent and holding the IC championship, just like Gunther did. Where you want him to pull a Gunther? Beat Gunther's record that he just set? Like,
no
what did you want him to do with the
Braun
IC belt?
Breaker, he's breaking a new ceiling. He broke into a new ceiling that we were ready for him to hit once, we knew who Braun Breaker really was. So now he's in a different area, a different level.
What?
I was saying like, Paul Roman, they're doing their little feud, whatever, and then Seth thinks he's done with them. He goes to challenge for the world title, doesn't get it because Roman or Punk, one of them two, cost him. So now he's going back to feud with them. He can tell Braun, you know what? I'm still dealing with this. You go bring that title to us. And then Braun Breaker can go challenge for the title. To say he wins it, I couldn't tell you.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Like I said,
No, no, wait. They all got a chance to talk to you about this. Let me say something to
wait,
you.
can I answer everybody before you go? Like I'm losing. I have a lot that I want to say about
How
everybody.
can you answer me if I didn't say anything
Every
yet?
what they said. I'm not gonna remember every single thing they said before
I go ahead, go
So
ahead.
so Six asked me, what do you think is gonna happen with Braun if he still had the title? What is the direction you go? You guys like to contradict yourself a lot because in the video that we had before this, when we did the predictions for Mania, we all chose Dom, but we all said no matter who wins this title, it will be good. Gary, you specifically said I'm okay with Braun Breaker keeping this title. We all
Uh huh.
Dave, you
No,
specific. Wait. Before you go, Dave, you specifically said I want Braun to hold the title so he can possibly go up against Bronson Reed. There's matches for him to.
Cap,
You didn't say that.
cap. I did not say that.
You want to put some money on that one?
okay, stop putting money
Put it
on shit.
up.
Shut up. Just continue, please. Y'all are.
You 100% said that. I
I
put
will
that
say
on my
this: and
mom. You
that
said
was
that,
a
but
grand G fact if he would have retained. Like, we would have been like, we can predict
agreed, agreed. Now,
didn't, and
now,
now that he's with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins, we see a whole different direction that it can go. We
exactly.
can't
Now
predict a
you have
direction
two
that we
top
never saw
stars.
coming.
You have not had a faction like this in so long. These are top stars. These are top of the level. I'm not gonna lie. Braun Breaker was literally
I
up there
mean,
with
we just
Gunther
have
holding
to.
that IC title. Even when he's holding the IC
I
title, I
wouldn't say
still put him on the same level as like almost with Gunther. Like he's like literally right below Gunther, even holding the IC title.
that. I
So
wouldn't say that.
to have him
Yo,
Go ahead.
can I?
team up with Seth, I'm like, bro, it wouldn't make sense for them to be a faction and going after the same title when you know damn well both of them want that title. That would make no sense in the world to put them together if they want the title. I say one person goes after one title and the other one goes after another one. Because what is Cody Rhodes? Well, we got. I was gonna say Cody Rhodes. Like Cody Rhodes still had the title. That knocked that out of the park. But still, like, come on, man. Go ahead, say what you're
You
saying,
have
Seth.
a knack for. You have no. It's my
Yeah,
turn.
I was saying.
You have a knack for like trying to diminish things because it don't go your way. We just spent 20 minutes trying to convince you that not even convince you, just explaining to you that Braun Breaker went from the Intercontinental
Hmm.
scene with Penta and people like JD interrupting your matches and Dominic Mysterio, no disrespect, we love Dom, to going
Roman Reigns
upstairs, which is clearly
and
going upstairs to Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and
Agreed.
Paul Heyman. If you don't see that there's
I
levels to that,
agree. I don't
then
know
you
where
saying
you're
me
coming with
like
that.
I don't want to talk wrestling with you no
I'm
more, bro.
talking
Like,
about them going after a title when it's time for them to go after the title. Because, like I said, first of all, that whole entire
but
thing was null and
we
void because I
clearly
literally said when the time has come for them to want a title, both of them are going to want a title. That's what it is when the time it comes. So I don't see what the point is of having Braun Breaker, a person that we all said should be in the heavyweight situation, instead of being somebody's bodyguard. Why don't have Seth Rollins go after one title and Braun Breaker go after another? I don't get that.
because they're two Raw superstars, and
There's a
the other
draft coming up.
title is gonna be
Right, but either way,
they're two Raw superstars.
one.
They're stable
There's
together.
still only one
Look,
one
it
world
is what
title
it
per
is.
brand.
I like the situation of them being in the faction together. I just don't like them having one person want to go after one title. It just doesn't make sense for me when
Bro,
we could
did you
easily have
watch?
Braun Breaker
Did you
going
look
after
at
titles.
Evolution?
Yes, I did. They were all up and comers. All of those people
Yo,
except Triple H and Ric Flair.
No,
Batista was just getting up
knows
there to the
this,
top
bro. He
level guy.
knows this, bro.
Huh?
right. I understand that, but look at that comparison almost. You have Seth Rollins, who's already there. He's already top guy, and you have Braun Breaker working his way up.
Why does it have to happen for a Braun Breaker when Braun Breaker is already a legit star?
Because there's more to the just being like, oh yeah, he could be the next guy, and then when you make him the next guy,
No, it's not.
you're not feeling it,
What? No, it's not. It's literally not at all.
bro.
Like you could have literally handed him the. No, I'm not
I'm
saying
gonna give
this
you a
faction.
prime example, and he is the like sure factor of it. Roman Reigns.
Who?
When people say he was the guy after the Shield, and you handed him the title, look at how bad that went for him.
I think it only went bad because of they felt it was getting forced upon them. That's the
So
only reason why it went
that's the
bad.
same thing you would do
I
with
was
Braun
me in a
Breaker.
sense at that time. I'm like, yo, why the fuck are y'all booing this nigga? It's clear they're trying to show that this nigga is the next guy.
Correct.
Why are y'all booing
But
him? Like that's what I was thinking.
yeah, but it wasn't his time. He needed something. He needed low key. He needed the bloodline and Paul Heyman to like he was
I
the guy that main event WrestleMania, but he was still getting booed out of buildings. He was still like
I,
he had go away heat as a face. That's not
I
good.
think
That's not what you want.
Gunther Gunther is the perfect parallel for this because literally you could have did what you did to Gunther to fucking Braun Breaker easily, no problem. Now, once again, I will say I'm not mad at this faction. I just don't like the simple fact of them having to go after one title when easily this faction could be like literally take over the WWE. It could easily take over the WWE. It could be the new big thing. I mean, it already is.
You might say you sound like you have no faith in it.
No, it already is. I have so much faith in it. I love everything that happened.
You can't